You are watching this video because you play Roblox, hopefully. I have been playing the game since 2016, and I wanted to see whether games from around that time still hold up today. Hell, maybe some new gens are playing them right now, or some OGs are revisiting them. So, without further ado, let's start. This first game is a classic, and I'm sure many of you can probably tell what this is. Even with the blur on, it is indeed work at a pizza place. The game starts off almost the same like how it did back then. You join, choose to either be a cashier, a cook, a pizza boxer, a delivery driver, or even a manager if you are lucky. Enough of that yap though. Does it still hold up today? I started off by becoming a cashier and immediately getting a check, because I'm like that, and then rung up a naked customer's order, and then I did that over and over again, then pursued my destiny, which was the saxophone. Then decided to give one more pizza, then I became a cook. Then I made the same pizzas I made as a cashier, because apparently no one works there unless you count the manager doing absolutely nothing. Anyways, as I was throwing away a pizza, the manager came in and was feeling generous. So I took the opportunity except he wasted my time instead, so I decided to go box my pizzas and deliver them, and let's just say delivering them was going good until... Now, in all honesty, I really did plan to play this next game, but I dead-ass just forgot to record the clips. But I'm also kind of glad I did, because I was going to play Meep City, and honestly, the amount of controversy in this game alone is enough for me to not really want to play it. Definitely didn't hold up. Many of you probably don't remember this game, but this is a game that resonates within my very soul, because of how much I used to roleplay here with my friends. I searched it up thinking it was deleted, but it was renamed from the neighborhood of Robloxia to the neighborhood RP, which is much more bland in my opinion. Started off in spawn, vomited. For a while, said hello, sneezed, died, then I bought a house. Whew. Anyways, I had one thing on my mind, the sugar cup. So after placing down and vomiting some more, I rode it around the city. Honestly, I used to play this game before we had catalog avatar creator, because just look at the things you could do. Anyways, I had an encounter with the cops, and here's how that went. This game holds up pretty good except for the severe lack of players, because there are no new updates, and it still felt like how it used to, with no real change. Back when CSGO was 15 big ol' smackaroons, I had only had one thing in my mind. Roblox. Being more specific, I had only one game in my mind, and that was Counterblocks. Roblox Offensive, aka CBRO. Here are some clips of me playing it back then. So anyways, I decided to put it in this list, and honestly, it held up pretty good. I joined in the middle of a round as a counter-terrorist, and we were down 2-5. Let's see if we made a comeback. Started off by buying the gun I always used to buy back then, which was the M4A4, which was almost immediately dropped for the terrorist's superior, AK-47. I low-key forgot how to pick up guns, so you can see me right here, trying to pick up the AK-47, and I just didn't know how to. And within the first 3 seconds of someone seeing me, I immediately died, and only hit him once. Next round, I only bought the Deagle, which was a weapon I also used to buy a lot when I didn't have money for the M4A4. Went through the smoke and took out this AFK guy and this camper right next to him. Picked up a primary weapon and died immediately after the round ended. Not even 10 seconds into next round, and I died immediately. We still won though. Next round, I bought the most hated weapon, the AUG. Okay, so while editing, I was wondering how they could basically sense us before we saw them, and I didn't notice till editing that the freaking map shows where enemies are. Anyways, during match point, I got a Tommy gun, stole a USPS from someone, and obviously completely forgot what wallbanging was. Anyways, comeback story was real. I say this game held up pretty well considering how old it is, and I had a lot of fun recording it even though my KDR was subpar. Next game is one of the OGs of a whole Roblox genre. We had the first one being Weightlifting Simulator, but that wasn't enough to cause the mass simulator trend. It was Bubblegum Simulator that brought the entire genre together. Starting off, I blew bubblegum and selling it, and selling it, and selling. Okay, so at the start, this game was no different than simulators we have today. However, once you get to a certain point, that changes. The clouds and island. My goal for this game was to get the first island of the game by blowing a bubblegum so gigantic that I could practically fly up to it. Cue the bubble blowing montage. Oh yeah. The game recognized my OG-ness, so I had to flex it in chat real quick. After getting some rare pets, I decided to blow my pizza bubblegum and fly to the first mini island, get my gift, and make it to the first island. After that, the game gets quite boring and you just do the same thing over and over. I would say this game held up because as a kid it was fun to do that. But we grow up and it got boring to do the same thing over and over again. So I bought the chocolate gum, blew thousands of bubbles, and called it a day. You ever wanted to torture Roblox NPCs because your parents wouldn't let you buy something you wanted as a kid? No? Doesn't matter, Robio had your back. So I joined and figured out how to collect viruses after a minute and a half. Claimed a chamber, and began my torture experiment with my first lab volunteer, Cool Robot. I gave him the Mr. Beast virus, and Zeus struck him down swiftly. Anyways, I made a new robot, which I aptly named Cool Robot, and injected him with the most random and violent viruses known to man. And he was becoming brain-rotted. He killed me. He was unstoppable. He was impenetrable. He was... Anyways, I respawned and grabbed a gun and shot him, except he took no damage, so I struck him down with lighting a couple times. Fun stuff. Anyways, the original version of this game got taken down and re-uploaded so many times by the creator and even other people, because instead of robots, they would be real people names and they would chat like they had emotion. So it was pretty controversial, but now it's safe as robot victims. I don't think anyone would bring the human version back with advanced AI that makes it seem like real people are suffering.
Now, whether these games are OG to you or not, and whether you didn't see games you played like Mad Murderer, Roblox High School, Skyblock, those Fat Paps Obbies, Escape Area 51, or even if you just joined Roblox, we are all united by the fact we even play it.
Cuff! So, that's the lesson for this video, I guess. Anyways, enjoy this old clip of me playing that one old Pokemon game from 2017.